Cancer has been a taboo word for insurance companies. It's usually listed under the exclusions, but that's slowly changing now, and you were one of the first, if I'm not wrong, to launch such a product. What's the thinking behind it?
Well, the health insurance market has always been captured by the non-life companies.
Right.
And now you obviously have a number of standalone health companies. I think the life insurance companies have always entered the market and kind of have been working or been operating at the periphery of the market rather than very seriously looking at the market. So when we decided to enter the health insurance market, because we thought that's a great opportunity, it was very important for us to look for niches where none of the companies have really looked at, because otherwise it's very difficult to create a space for ourselves in the health insurance space when already there are so many non-life companies and health insurance companies which are already existing in the marketplace, and they've been there for quite some time.
Right.
So when we started looking around for what was the felt need out there, we came up with this idea. And initially we thought that we'll have a very difficult time in terms of getting reinsurance. But as we explored, we got full support from a number of reinsurers. Okay. It took a long time to get the product approved from IRDAI, almost 12 months, because it was an innovative product. They also wanted to understand what we were offering to the customer. But we also brought about two important changes when we did this. Apart from going and attacking a completely niche segment, there were two things which I think people tend to miss out. One is that our whole proposition around our cancer care product is we are giving the policyholder the ability to fight cancer.
Right.
It is not a reimbursement of, okay, you are undergoing cancer treatment, so I'll reimburse your bills. The way the product is designed is that if you have a certain type of cancer, we give you a lump sum amount upfront. Okay. And say you can go to the best places to get yourself treated. You might be happy with the current treatment. It is your call, but we are giving you enough money to fight the cancer properly. Right. That's the first notion. Second, another important thing which we brought about was the way we sold it. We were asking 8 very simple questions. There was no medical required. And so in about 3 minutes, 30 seconds, you could sell a cancer care policy on a mobile. So our innovation, we also brought in innovation in terms of how the product is sold. Right. And I think that's why it was such a blockbuster hit. We sold more than 100,000 policies last year.
In terms of the cancer care product, can you give us an idea of the price points that one would be looking at, and how would you advise people to sort of allocate to the cancer care product within their health insurance portfolio?
Well, for young people, the price is almost practically nothing. It's like having 2 or 3 cups of coffee. The price is that low. I mean, I don't want to go into the exact price points, but if you look at today where the price, Starbucks coffee or some of the coffee chains how the coffee is priced, it's almost nothing practically. And you can continue that product for a long period of time at that particular price. In India, 1 million people are suffering from cancer or adding to the kind of cancer population every year. It's not a small number. It's a big number. Actually, I can say it with almost full confidence that I'm sure all of us individually are aware of someone in the family or the kind of, who has suffered or, is suffering from cancer or is going through the whole process of, getting themselves treated from cancer. So from that perspective, it is priced low, obviously for people in my age and it might be priced much higher, but I'm talking about the young population. It's such a small amount, and given that incidence of that is increasing so rapidly.
Right. There have been some new health insurance regulations that have been released by the regulator. How will this really materially change? Will it have any big impact on the kind of products that life insurance companies can launch?
Oh yes, it will have a huge impact. I think the regulator has just taken a call that life insurance companies can't sell indemnity products. So we have some indemnity products in our portfolio. Actually, we started our journey in the health insurance space through an indemnity product, and we can't sell it anymore. We have to withdraw it in a matter of a defined period of time, which just come as a surprise to us. We tried very hard with the regulator to convince them as to why life insurance companies are being singled out. I think what regulator is trying to tell everyone is that we would like products generally to be sold by health insurance companies. So they are saying that we don't want the life insurance companies in the indemnity space. They want 3 separate licenses, and that's what the regulator wants. I think this is a work in process. I think these regulations will evolve over a period of time. I think at some stage, I'm sure the regulator will potentially look at some kind of composite licensing also. But the way the situation stands, it is a negative for life insurance industry. Obviously, it's a very small part of everyone's portfolio.
Right.
There are only very few players in life insurance industry who actually even sell health products. So we are one of them. So obviously, we are impacted.